Hello and welcome, PTA. I'm excited to share a proposed selection of books with you to hopefully join our school bookshelf. The first genre I would like to share with you is multicultural. Celebrating Cinco de Mayo by Anne Henricks will teach our students about this Mexican holiday that is celebrating the battle won over France. Kaya's Heart Song by Dewaya Tharn Sanders teaches a story about a young Indian girl who finds her soul in singing. Celebrating the Holidays, Kwanzaa by Rachel Grack will teach our students all about this African heritage holiday. Fry Bread by Kevin Noble Mylard is a wonderful Native American story that will teach our students the importance of coming together as a family. Similarly, Mango Abuela and Me is by Meg Medina is also a wonderful story about a Hispanic family coming together even though they do not originally speak the same languages as each other, but come together through the love they have for one another. Next, I would like to share with you our biography genre. Who Was Claude Monet by Anne Waldron is a wonderful book that will teach our children about the artist Claude Monet and his background with Impressionist art. Who is Kamala Harris by Kristen Anderson will teach our students about our Vice President of the United States. And Michelle Obama, First Lady Going Higher by Shayna Corey will teach our students all about our wonderful First Lady to our President Barack Obama. Who Were the Beatles by Geoff Edgars will teach our students the life and legacy of one of our greatest pop bands of all time. Harriet Tubman Freedom Fighter by Nadia El Hone will teach our students about the Underground Railroad and the woman who led them. The next genre I would like to share with you is picture books. Peppa Pig and the Busy Day at School by Neville Astley and Mark Baker is a wonderful story to teach our students all about the important lessons that they will be learning in the classroom. The Little Snowplow Wishes for Snow by Laura Kohler is an awesome story about teaching our kids how to long and wish for something and what happens when the anticipation finally pays off. Little Miss Spider Sunny Patch School by David Kirk is a wonderful story about a little spider who starts school for the very first time. Daniel's New Friend by Becky Friedman is a wonderful story about accepting those who are different than us. Daniel Visits the Library by Maggie Testa is a wonderful story about learning how to control your emotions. The next genre I'd like to share with you is well illustrated. What If My Dog Had Thumbs by Mike Perry is a very silly story that has very bright and colorful illustrations. Everything is very neon and really draws the reader's attention. I Am Not a Fish by Peter Raimondo is a really great story about understanding your own personal differences. Dozens of Dachshunds by Stephanie Kalmson is a really great story that teaches our kids how to count. Sammy the Seasick Pirate by Janelle Springer Wilms is a very silly story with lots of vibrant illustrations. Away with Wild Things by Larissa Fuel is a really wholesome story about a little girl who is shy on the outside but really knows her wild beauty on the inside. Next, I would like to share with you our contemporary realistic fiction genre. Uniquely Me by Trace Wilson is a very special book about a little boy who is missing a hand, and so this story teaches a lot about acceptance and celebrating differences. No David by David Shannon is a silly book about a little boy who acts up in class, and so this shows our students the way they should be behaving in class. Dress Like a Girl by Patricia Tolt is a wonderful story for our young little girls to read because it is an example of all of the wonderful things that they could grow up to be. Amelia Bedelia's First Day of School by Herman Parrish is a beautiful story about a little girl who's quite silly in her adventures on her first day of a new school. 17 Things I'm Not Allowed to Do Anymore by Jenny Ofel and Nancy Carpenter is a silly story that will teach our students the importance of doing the right thing. The next genre I would like to share with you is modern fantasy. How the Crayon Saved the Unicorn by Monica Sweeney is a really adorable story that will teach our students how to love themselves. Fright Club by Ethan Long is a funny Halloween story that teaches our students the importance of never doubting their peers and accepting everyone. Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson is another silly Halloween story that teaches students the importance of judgment. Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin is a really goofy story that our kids are going to love, along with Claude, Evil Alien World Cat by John Maccardino is a evil fantasy story that takes place in space and really gets our kids lost in their imagination. The next category I would like to share with you is poetry. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein is a book packed with many different poems. Hip Hop Speaks to Children is a book that connects both music and poetry together. Love You Forever by Robert Munsch is a book. The entire story is one poem, and it is a beautiful story between a mother and her love for her son, and the son's love for the mother. Lastly, I would like to share with you the informational genre. Our House is on Fire by Jeanette Winter is a story about the activist Greta Thunberg and her call to tell children all about the issues that are going on in our world. Let's Meet a Teacher by Bridget Hose is a wonderful story that teaches our children what it is like to be a teacher.